Herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Teil von Bravely Second and Layer. Heute werden wir weiter mit der Sidequest machen und wenn wir Zeit finden, werden wir uns auch noch etwas um die Mainquest weiter kümmern. Schauen wir mal. Also wieder zurück in die Stadt. Mal wieder. Ich hoffe, dass dieses ewige Hin und Her irgendwann mal ein Ende hat. Mal wieder einer von diesen komischen Soldaten. Und noch ein Kampf. Was kommt jetzt? Drei Schwerthammer und ein Axt. Tatsächlich nur noch 92 Punkte, nicht schlecht. So, betreten wir mal die Stadt. Also aktiviert sich das Event nur bei Nacht, okay. Da schaue ich mal mit dem Hund. So. Aber clever gemacht. Spiel nicht schlecht. Früher musste man, sollte ich mich recht entsinnen, immer erst warten. Hier hat man das wirklich gut gelöst. So, dann geht's weiter. Was gibt's denn?
I see. Yes, indeed. And?
What are you doing?
Huh? Research, obviously. And it is going well. So if you would kindly...
Huh. Nothing at all from Eisen Bridge. Everyone hates your plans. Oh yeah, going great. I can tell.
Do I detect a hint of sarcasm? Tell me, young man, what is this country most lacking?
Ich muss sagen, in diesem Teil ist Holly Whyte relativ sympathisch gestaltet, wenn man bedenkt, wie verrückt sie im ersten Teil von viele Frauen waren.
What is it not lacking? It's a barren waste, thanks to the volcanoes and... Take a look at the bridge. People, produce, nothing can get across there. Whether it's growing crops or mining for ore, the labor shortage makes any enterprise hopeless. Materials, money, manpower, motivation.
A vicious spiral.
But before, everyone said...
That is the difference between old men without long left and young men.
One stuck living in the past, and
From my observations, it seems that the Eisen Bridge will not be operational for quite some time.
Das müssen wir wirklich diese wirkliche Investition machen. Aber trotzdem ist Profiteur einfach ziemlich unsympathisch.
So, if the roads over land are close to you, why not?
Like developing a trade port in the inlet? Yeah, that would really get things... Other countries would be clamoring for our jewels and the fruits of our mining.
And people flocking to the new port from overseas would take care of your pesky labor shop.
C'est vrai. The little man with the funny accent has a point.
Der Rattenmann, wie Olga so schön sagt, wirklich recht.
I know some fellas who'd be right on board with something like this. Will you come talk to them?
Most gladly. I will explain everything from the ground up. Call everyone you can think of.
Hold it right there. Aren't you getting ahead of yourself? You say it's for the nation's economy, but that doesn't mean that those two... Huh. The old man from the shack? What are you doing all the way out here? And looking like you've seen a ghost.
Oh, it's you! Please, have any of you seen my granddaughter?
Das macht es natürlich noch komplizierter.
Whatever's the matter, sir?
This note. I found it this morning.
Zettel?
I'm going to work in Hartschild so we can stay in our house.
No way! That little girl left all on her own?
Ja, es dürfte ziemlich übel sein. Insbesondere bei den ganzen Soldaten und Monstern in der Gegend.
What sort of work does she hope to find?
Vermutlich in der Mine.
Oh, I know that girl. She was going around everywhere asking for a job. I told her in this economy, the best she'll find is hunting for scrap ore in the mithril mines.
Yep, in der Mine.
Wait, you don't think she wouldn't? You don't think she really went to the mines?
Genau das.
What have you done? My poor girl!
Didn't the mithril mine run dry 2 years ago?
Eigentlich schon.
I sure thought so.
Well, yes, but recently it has begun producing mithril again. It is only the scantest amount, but in terms of economic recovery, that is what you call a mithril opportunity.
You don't care about anything, do you? Just so long as you turn a profit.
Shut it! That is all this country has right now.
Dieses Land braucht wirklich Investitionen, sonst geht's für die Hunde.
What else can these people do, huh? Yes? Go on. Tell me your grand scheme.
My plan is not to leave a little girl wandering alone in that hellish maze. I'm going after her.
Die weiß mal, wie ihre Holly Whyte hat ein weiches Herz. Das ist unglaublich.
Come on, everyone! We have to hurry!
So, ich glaube, ich mache jetzt erstmal die Main Quest weiter. Wie es aussieht, muss ich das sogar. Doch nicht, aber ich mach's trotzdem erstmal. Schaue ich mich erstmal um. Wenn ich doch nicht weitermache,
together.
They said the job paid well, but no one said anything about monsters.
Nimmt also keine Sicherheitsmaßnahmen vor. Sehr schlecht.
Fool, you can't make money if you're dead.
Oh no. The new girl doesn't know a thing about mining. She went further in.
No, she can't be!
Holly, wait!
We must hurry as well.
Yeah!
Ja, ich bin innerhalb des guten Levels. Das heißt, ich habe einen Vorschauen. Ich meine.
she be? Where could she have run off to?
Aber die Gute ist wirklich besorgt. Die Kleine. Das spricht wirklich für Holly Whyte.
Holly?
When I look at that old man and his granddaughter, it's like looking back at myself as a child.
Also kommt jetzt ein Schwanker aus Hollys Jugend. Da bin ich mal gespannt.
After losing both my parents to the Great Plague, it was just me and my grandfather.
Das könnte erklären, warum sie eine weiße Magierin geworden ist.
The crops failed year after year. Finally, my grandfather decided to give up and look for work in the city. He sold the house and the farm, all for my sake.
Wow, das ist wirklich traurig.
But this is no time to dwell on the past. I have to find that girl!
Aber gut, suchen wir mal das Mädchen.
Did you find her? I see. She's not here either. She's somewhere in these tunnels, all alone. We have to find her, and quickly.
Holly, are you...
When my grandfather and I first moved to the city, everything went so well.
Ich bin wirklich geneigt, in diesem Playthrough Holly Whyte zu unterstützen, da sie wirklich um die Kleine besorgt ist.
We lived in a beautiful house, and I received the best education money could buy. My grandfather was consumed with his business. It was like he was another person altogether.
Ganz böse.
Person who had Then one day... What am I doing? Reliving the past here? There's no time to lose.
Oh, das ist
Holly.
wirklich traurig.
To hurry. I have to find her. It's no use, Idia. I can't find her anywhere. That poor girl is all alone, with no one to help her, to hold her.
Holly!
When my grandfather died, I was left all alone in that grand, empty, echoing house.
Der Großvater ging mit ihr in die Stadt, hat sich dann nicht mehr für sie interessiert und ist dann wegen Überarbeitung wahrscheinlich gestorben. Wow. Bitter.
The business passed into someone else's hands, and I went back to my childhood home. But there was nothing there. No one. Not a soul was left. Of course, this was years before the Grand Marshal's airship soared through the skies of Eternia.
Das ist mal wirklich eine ziemlich tragische Vergangenheit, möchte ich meinen. Ich werde hier wohl auch wirklich Holly supporten. Ah, da ist wieder ein Arbeiter.
Look, another victim of your vaunted economic recovery.
Oder noch ein anderer, keine Ahnung.
I wasn't meant to die in a...
Are you all right? Take a deep breath. In. Don't strain yourself. Once we get you outside, there will be plenty of...
Hand him here. I will take him to the entrance.
Irgendwie
Money,
Glaub
money,
ich,
money. All these people risking everything for money. Is that all their lives are worth? Is this the recovery you're dreaming of? Is this the cost of rebuilding a nation? It may not buy feasts and finery, but isn't it better just to live together as long as for that old man and his granddaughter? Isn't a modest life together better than an absolute...
Listen, even I... Yeah, never mind. We must hurry it.
sich an, als hätte selbst Profiteur so inzwischen so seine Zweifel. Hat der Kerl am Ende noch ein Gewissen? Boah, zwei Riesen, Riesenstück.
Say your prayers.
Wow.
Here she is!
Oh, you're well, child. There's no injuries.
Ist Profiteur wirklich missachtet, die Kleine?
Oh, if anything were to happen to the precious granddaughter of a dear business associate... Come, let us be gone from this horrible place. I will personally escort you to
Das Ganze wieder
safety.
einen ziemlich faden Beigeschmack.
Come, right this way.
After all this, you still have designs on that old man and his land.
Why would that have changed? My recovery plan will save this country.
Das ist wirklich ein moralisches Dilemma. Einerseits braucht dieses Land wirklich einen Aufschwung, andererseits nimmt der Kerl keine Rücksicht auf die Gesundheit seiner Arbeiter.
How can you even say that after what you put them through?
The girl coming here was not my doing.
Of course it was. You're the one who tried to take her home from her.
Ugh, do not conflate matters. You know, shrieking like that will only give you more wrinkles.
Huh? Say that again? I couldn't hear you over the grinding sound coming from under my heel.
Die beiden könnte man schon auf eine Bühne stellen, dann einfach der Natur ihren Lauf lassen.
Ow, my foot! Oh, do not twist.
Oh, knock it off, you two! Can't you see you're scaring her?
Gut, dass es hier nicht einmischt.
Look, I'll take care of the rest. You two just get out of here. Now! Granddad!
Oh, my sweet child. You're not hurt. Thank heaven. Oh, thank
Das
heaven.
finde ich auch irgendwie zweifelhaft, dass ein alter Mann mit alter Typ bezeichnet wird.
Go on now! Chew!
Huh.
Miss Idia, I will kindly ask you not to say anything beyond your expertise.
Finally.
But what to do? Perhaps we should abandon our home after all.
You mean just move away to some place we don't even know, Granddad?
Will I even be able to support her in some strange land where I don't know left from right? What should I do?
It's a tough choice. Even if it's for the good of the nation, you shouldn't have to give up the home you love. But if they do give it up, their war-torn homeland will have the chance to get back on its feet. What would I do in their shoes?
Sollen sie da bleiben, wo sie zu Hause sind?
Holly's right. You should stay in your home with your granddaughter. Don't sell out to Profiteur. There's something wrong with driving a family out of their home for the sake...
You think so? Yes, I suppose most people would.
What is this sentimental nonsense you fools are spouting?
Whoa!
It seems I have returned just in time. You wish to see my plans ruined, is that it?
Jetzt kommt wieder der Bitchmove von wie bisher bei jedem, was witzenlose Job heißt. Ich mich mal gegen einen bestimmten entschieden habe.
You saw with your own full eyes what the people of this nation lack, what they need. What do you think it takes for a starving country to flourish again? Industry, trade, power of the economy.
Müsste ich mehr für die Leute interessieren, beziehungsweise auch um ihre Sicherheit, ihre Gesundheit, dann hätte ich mich wahrscheinlich anders entschieden, aber zu den Umständen erscheint mir das eine ziemliche Milchmädchenrechnung.
The people must turn their eyes across the seas. The trade port is the only road to recovery.
I know. And yet...
If you know, then there is only one piece piece of advice to be giving this gentleman. Sell the house to this Profiteur and allow him to develop this land. What is with the sour face? This... And now the murring and the gurring. Hurry and explain to the kind gentleman that he should sell the land to me. Or do you still mean to bet against me in this matter, huh? You should not be writing checks you cannot cash. It seems you're having trouble understanding simple economic theory. So, I will give you a little... We have the carrot and the stick. The stick is a coercive incentive, as we shall presently demonstrate. You seem to have forgotten who you are dealing with. So let me jog your memory. The chairman and brains behind the Comer and Profiteur merger trade. I control Anshan with the force of money alone. The Ruthless Profiteur, merchant of death, will now collect his pound of flesh. Battle in Eternia, all my assets in Anshan were frozen. After the fall of Central Command, all my assets in the Duchy were worthless. Every venture since has been failure after failure. But at last, I can see the green shoots. I will not let this opportunity pass me by. I will make that place into the greatest center of trade the world has ever seen. I'll make a small fortune, and any extra profit from the black market will be there for the taking. So close, I can see it now.
I'm sorry for putting you through such an ordeal.
Wie geht es jetzt mit den beiden weiter?
Let's just go home, okay?
Ich frage mich, wenn ich nachher in das Haus komme, sind die beiden dann noch da oder verschwinden die wie durch Zauberhand trotzdem?
That sounds like a fine...
We'll be together forever and ever and...
That swindling little rat ran past me in tears. What in the world happened? So you convinced the old man not to sell? You did a good thing. I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Idia.
Ach ja, die gute Holly ist so stolz.
Oh no, I mean, it was nothing.
Oh, how could I forget? I have a letter for you, miss.
Ein Brief für Holly?
A letter? For me? Why, it's from Barris. I didn't even know the brute could write.
Mal sehen, was der alles so...
Oi, Holly. They say I've got real skill as a bone setter. Come on over. We can open a clinic or something.
Open a clinic? Whatever do you think that means?
Her boyfriend misses her and wants her to settle down.
Ja, das kommt hin.
What? It didn't say anything of the sort.
Zwischen den Zeilen, junge Frau, zwischen den Zeilen.
Read between the lines, Holly.
Und Idia sagt es auch nochmal zwischen den Zeilen.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Huh, that Barris. He never thinks about anyone but him. Come on over. He doesn't even say where he is. Ridiculous, right?
Als ob sie nicht wüsste, wo es sich umtreibt.
Don't look at me.
Well, I'll be going. I trust you all to the rest.
Bye-bye, Mrs. Holly. You act scary, but you're pretty nice for an old lady.
Nice save, you.
Well, we had to put the kibosh on Profiteur's development plan, but at least those two get to keep their home sweet home. That's a happy ending if you ask me.
Irgendwie, irgendwo.
We owe you so much, Miss Idia. Please come and...